I'm going to make a quick video here about magnet and coil layout for axial flux alternators. Here I've got a magnet rotor I set up temporarily just to do this test. Got 4 neodymium magnets on here, and they're alternating poles, so it's like north, south. I can double check that here. That attracts. Oh, tricky. I know it is. There we go. Repels, attracts, repels. Checking with a little magnet in my hand. So I've got them set up this way, the long way. And then I'm going to turn them sideways and check it again. I've got a coil here on the Bridgeport. So I've got it in the long way, and then I can rotate it on here and try it that way. And we'll look at RMS AC voltage on this meter here. And I've got a scope set up. This is set up so that each grid mark is 2 volts. So this way we can look at voltage, can also look at the waveform. So let me put this in here and test it. There we go. So RMS AC voltage, it's about 2.3. It's hovering around a little bit because my magnets aren't spaced perfect, but just remember that, about 2.3. And we've got a goofy waveform. So notice the peaks are coming up almost to probably a little over 3 volts, but they're momentary peaks, and then we dip quite a bit in the middle. It's kind of interesting. Now I'll turn the magnet sideways and see what we come up with. So there's sideways magnets. So I can turn the coil sideways, and we'll run it like that. And there we go. 2.1 something, 2.13 we could call it. A little bit neater waveform. Well, it's clear that at the end of the day it really doesn't matter a lot. It could be little differences to how high this is running and stuff that makes a difference. But roughly, I would say that RMS voltage is about the same. In this configuration, with these magnets and only one rotor, having 2 magnet rotors could make a difference here in waveform, but the waveform was quite a bit neater this way. In this arrangement, I don't believe that would always be the case, but just an interesting test. It really doesn't matter a lot. My old thinking, and still I think some people's thinking, is that you would always want to put the magnets in the tall way because it's the magnetic field passing over the side of the coil that induces your voltage, and that this part should be long and this part doesn't do anything up here. That's not the case. What's going on is flux changing through the center of the coil that matters. So I'm quite happy to put the magnets in either way now. It really depends on the size of the magnets I need to work with and the size of these rotors. Sometimes it makes more sense to put them in sideways. We've been building some alternators with small rotors and long magnets like these, and the only real way you could do it is to put them in sideways and wind your coils sideways. Otherwise they get too close to the axle, and there's no room for copper in here. Usually it makes sense to put them in the tall way because you can pack more magnetic material in that way, but it all depends on what you're working with. Anyhow, that was fun.